we will use the 1 cedi, the shortfall of 1 cedi, to fix the energy sector shortfalls. Mr. Speaker, there will still be no increase on fuel prices. We will see no increase. Rather, we will see a marginal reduction even after this energy. I want to assure the people of Ghana that the currency stability will continue. The Ghana cedi will remain strong. The Ghana cedi is doing well, and this trajectory will continue. I stand by my promise to deliver low prices, stable cedi, and good jobs for the people of Ghana. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Ato Forson. Ato, is it the same you? Is it Ato Forson? Hey, Ato. Hey, Ato. Hey, Ato Forson. Were you not the person who could not draw down on the CDB loan? Were you not
Other for say one subscribe here na wa subscribe. One say video no so na wa say video no. And I may sample kai say I no me SIKAPAMEDIA utimi kire wadwen e wo comment section wonum. Na mo modum me na wa ye dey wa say video no no asan kire wadwen so e wo comment section wonum say dem kan dada na. Tuesday no ensem course so e wo parliament. The course of parliament the em say e monimu asem a na the course bie ne say government abeshe your finance minister abeshe editor edi aba beto sebi petroleum levies so ama say GPRTU for so kwa pa say mo ti dollar so mo say dollar so atie mo say dollar no so ate no mo say yenya mieti lorry fare so say ya teso a ye koda ya che ya anto anka akora anso masa de tax foforo e di aba beto petroleum levy so ama che say no GPRT for say won beto mo lorry fare say percentage no no de ba be dia o de ba beto so dia NSA dia won beto mo lorry fare Ghana for bi so ka say na some years na say dia NDC for ya Ghana for crocodile de chom because wakwa yi levy free ho we yi levy free ho no mo no wo sa de D levy chesepet Ganda. It is a crowbar ebutu ayebre. Ayese abose na no na finance minister Ato Forson ebegyina kwa no wo cheche semu ekwan a awase efa so na Ghana for ho ha wo because ono Yaman penny or so John Dramani Mahama adwene mpa wo mutirim ene oman hye pa share pa wo mutirim a ewo se be ma Ghana for ho ha omo no omo fi se sa ene ewo se omo yo no nti ebekwa kwatie ni nyina na good news so e de ma MNDC your for so say honorable finance minister omo twa foto bi e de ato ho no ma say foto ni nyina ni sika ni nyina yemfa nkotu ba bia dabi ko MMDC for na account mu straight na che so mayi no mo dia yom petem mu nyina ampa megidi say eno so ye de ebeboa ni nyina ebeboa omani mpuntuo no na in the meantime no wutimi kire wadwen so wo comment section honum yenko ani yenko finance minister de wi o sifa kan semo na Ghana fo bi mu ebonjo so no ye ba de ko bia no ye besa ade asomo kire wadwen Nemo ka o kire wadwen so no wa che na butrim yenko ni yenko finance minister medas
interest that honorable members attach to this important subject, which lies at the heart of the fiscal decentralization. First and foremost, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to colleagues for their continued cooperation. Right, Honorable Speaker, I'll begin today's brief with the District Assembly's Common Fund, the DACF. Mr. Speaker, our effort is driven by President Mahama's unwavering commitment to decentralization development, as articulated in Chapter 20 of the 1992 Constitution. It is well established that metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies have gone through severe financial strain over the past 8 years due to the unfortunate re-centralization of district assemblies' common fund. Mr. Speaker, it is evident that decisions taken in recent years have regrettably undermined the capacity of MMDAs to respond effectively to the pressing needs of our people at the local level. Right Honorable Speaker, in the past 8 years, a paltry 40% to 50% of transfers to the common fund were disbursed directly to the district assemblies, thereby denying MMDAs the ability to spur local economic development. Mr. Speaker, the government under President John Mahama is resolute in its determination to reverse this trend. We are committed to adequately resource MMDAs and ensure that effective and accountable utilization of these resources are maintained at all times. In line with our promise to revitalize the local economy, President Mahama's administration has prioritized improving financial strength of the district assemblies. I wish to commend members of this House for endorsing, as part of the 2025 budget, government proposal to ensure that a minimum of 80% of allocated district assembly common fund resources are transferred directly to MMDAs. Mr. Speaker, without a doubt, this measure will empower assemblies to drive economic growth at the local level and deepen the process of decentralization. Right Honorable Speaker, through this policy initiative, government is guaranteeing that approximately 6.1 billion Ghana cedis of the 7.57 billion Ghana cedis earmarked for the year 2025 will be disbursed directly to local assemblies to spur local economic activities at the district level. Mr. Speaker, in view of that, every district assembly will receive a minimum of 25 million Ghana cedis this year. A minimum of 25 million Ghana cedis this year. Mr. Speaker, our resource extends beyond mere release of funds. We have taken decisive steps to ensure that these resources are utilized in line with government economic objectives. Mr. Speaker, as I say, a minimum of 25 million Ghana cedis will go to every district assembly, a minimum. Mr. Speaker, Section 126(3) of the Local Government Act 2016, Act 936, mandates government to determine the categories of expenditure within the approved development budget of district assemblies that must be funded through the district assembly common fund. In compliance with this, the Cabinet of President Mahama has approved guidelines to ensure the prudent and accountable utilization of these funds. The guidelines as approved by Cabinet are as follows. Mr. Speaker, 25% of the amount transferred to the district assemblies is to be utilized for the design and construction of a model market in each district assembly. Mr. Speaker, 10% of the amount is earmarked for the construction of health facilities where a minimum of 2 CHIPS compounds are supposed to be constructed at rural assemblies. Mr. Speaker, again, 10% of the amount is earmarked for the construction of educational facilities, including 1 KG block, 1 primary school block, and 1 junior high school block. Right Honorable Speaker, another 10% of the amount is earmarked for the provision of potable water in each assembly, of which a minimum of 10 boreholes are supposed to be constructed in rural assemblies. Mr. Speaker, again, we have earmarked 10% of the amount that will be sent directly to the assemblies for the provision of school furniture. Mr. Speaker, in order for the assemblies not to use this amount for the purposes of the administration and monitoring and evaluation, government has capped the allocation for the running of the assembly to be at 5%. 5%. And Speaker, finally, recognizing the need to complete abandoned legacy projects, including the numerous uncompleted structures left behind by the Middle Belt Development Authority, Coastal Development Authority, and the Northern Development Authority. We have also allocated an amount, 20% of the amount to be used to fix the mess that were created by these authorities. Right Honorable Speaker, we are steadfast in our resolve to ensure strict adherence to the utilization guidelines governing funds allocated to the assemblies. Mr. Speaker, as at yesterday, we have transferred the sum of 987 million. Mr. Speaker, as at yesterday, funds allocated to the assemblies. Mr. Speaker, as at yesterday, we have transferred the sum of 987 million. Mr. Speaker, as at yesterday, the district assemblies has received, and we have the district assembly common fund has received, and we have transferred the sum of 965,073 Ghana cedis from the consolidated fund to the district assembly's common fund, being the first quarter amount due the district assembly common fund for the year 2025. Mr. Speaker, the administrator of the district assembly's common fund is required to ensure that 80% of this amount is transferred directly to the assemblies without fail, and expenditure returns submitted to the Ministry of Finance before subsequent releases will be made. So, Speaker, I repeat, the administrator of the district assembly's common fund is required to ensure that 80% of this amount is transferred directly to the district assemblies without fail, and expenditure returns submitted to the Ministry of Finance before any subsequent release will be made. Mr. Speaker, honorable members are also encouraged to monitor the utilization of this amount sent to their respective assemblies in line with the approved guidelines by the Cabinet of President John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to report that under the leadership of President Mahama and the NDC, for the first time in several months, transfer to all statutory funds have been made promptly and in full. Mr. Speaker, we have not just made them, but also in full. Notably, all transfers due the National Health Insurance Fund for the period covering January, February, March have been paid in full. Mr. Speaker, a total amount of 2,033,469,607 Ghana cedis has been disbursed to the National Health Insurance Fund, and they have received the funds. These disbursements have enabled the National Health Insurance Scheme to settle arrears owed to healthcare providers and to implement the free primary health care and the Ghana Medical Care Trust Program, otherwise known as Mahama Cares. Mr. Speaker, similarly, the Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund, has received a total of 2,710,227,947 Ghana cedis. So, Speaker, 2.7 billion Ghana cedis for the month of January, February, March, and April 2025, all transferred and received by the Ghana Education Trust Fund. As earlier announced in the 2025 budget, funding for the free senior high school program is now fully covered under the GET Fund. Subsequently, the challenges, including feeding, which previously impedes the smooth implementation of the program, have been resolved as a result of the payment that we have made. Right Honorable Speaker, these payments are a clear reflection of our commitment to meet all statutory obligations in priority sectors of the economy. I encourage honorable members to continue to support our effort as we chart a new course towards resetting our economy. The Speaker, let us work together to strengthen the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies and position them as engines of local economic development.